Oh, it is a toasty, toasty day today. Why do I insist on wearing black? And a wig. Hey everyone, it's Victor here. And today I'm going to be doing the LGBT tag. I'm actually so surprised that I haven't done this tag before. What am I playing at? But it's Pride Month. June is Pride Month. So I felt like it was about time I did this tag. I feel bad because most of my videos are cosplay videos. I don't often talk about gender and sexuality and stuff like that, and I should make more videos about that. I need to. It is a little frustrating though, because I have actually filmed this video. I filmed this entire video like a week ago. I prepared this video and I went to edit it and the footage just wasn't there. I'm not sure if my camera just decided to delete it or if I forgot to press record at some parts, but some parts are there, some parts are missing. So I am completely re-recording it today. It's also very, very hot. And I've decided to do more of a kind of look today than I usually do. I would love to dress like this every day, but we'll get into that a little later because we're talking about that in this video. We're talking about expression and gender and all those things. So, let's get started. I identify as male. I'm a trans guy, so I was assigned female at birth, and I'm currently transitioning to male. Although I don't really like that term, transitioning to male, because I always feel like I am male. I've always been male in my brain, but I'm now becoming more physically in the image of who I'm meant to be, if that makes sense. So yes, I'm a trans guy, I am male, but I like to express my gender in a flamboyant way. I am definitely not your average, normie, normal guy. I like makeup, I would like to grow my hair out to this length. This is a wig. I like being flamboyant and fabulous. I have my badge that says I'm fabulous. It has a tick box and everything, so I think that's proof. Oh, by the way, I got these badges from the Tab Kimpton, more like, stall. It's like the queer stall. They sell comics and stuff like that. You have to read their comics. Although 18 plus though, the Butler comics are the best. I've read them. They're so good. Yeah, but they do badges and stuff as well. That's where I got my queer badge, fabulous badge. I have other badges as well. I think I've got my I like men in a gay way badge, and they've got so many good badges, so go check them out. But anyway, I digress. So that's my gender identity. I am male and I express myself in a flamboyant way. Sexuality-wise, that's an interesting question. So for long and weary, I identified as pansexual because I felt like that covered everything. That's just don't really care about what gender you are, I just like you for who you are as a person. And in a sense, that still kind of applies to me, sort of. It's a bit confusing. So, I do publicly identify as gay because I am only really physically and sexually attracted to men and masculine identifying non-binary people, just kind of the masculine scale of gender. But very occasionally, I have developed crushes on girls. But they're different kind of crushes. They're more romantic crushes. They're I want to take you out on a date and hold your hand and stuff. But I don't think I could sleep with a woman. I don't know. That's something I haven't really explored in my life, and I'm not sure if that's something I would enjoy. So I don't know. I'm confused. I'm a little bit confused, but I do publicly identify as gay. So I'm a gay guy, basically. That's kind of what I'm going with for now. Well, discovering my sexuality was pretty easy because when I was younger, everyone encouraged me to fancy boys anyway. So that really wasn't an issue. Obviously, I did get my kind of strange romantic crushes on girls as well, but I just thought that was kind of normal, really. So I don't really know, sexuality-wise, figuring myself out was kind of it's just me, naturally me. I didn't do much figuring out. But gender-wise, yeah, that was a big roller coaster of confusion right there. Although, sexuality-wise, I suppose it was odd because I did have crushes on boys, but I felt weird about them liking me back and seeing me as a girl. I always felt like a gay guy. When I fancied boys, it would be in a gay way. I didn't like them, like, seeing me as a girl, so yeah, it was weird. So that was a bit confusing, but gender-wise, that was a long, long journey of discovery. I only discovered that I was trans when I was 20. So yeah, that was like 3 years ago that I kind of figured that out. And it was just through friends. It was actually through Dan, mostly, my brother's boyfriend, who's trans. He helped me figure out that I was trans. So yeah, it was I was a late bloomer in terms of figuring out my gender, but sexuality-wise, that was I was encouraged to like boys, so there wasn't really any kind of like guilt about that. Just always liked boys, really. The first person I told about my gender would be Dan, because Dan helped me figure out who I was. I was talking to Dan about, like, you know, I actually initially thought I was gender fluid. So we were talking about that, and then Dan actually helped me choose my name because we were watching The Corpse Bride, and he realized I was very much like Victor Van Dort. So we decided on Victor then, but also just because I've always loved that name, and I associate it with Tim Burton films and just gothic stuff, so it sort of fit me quite well. But yeah, Dan was probably the first person I told, and then Jay, and then my mum, I think, after that. So yeah, that's how it went. Coming out was, I mean, it was mildly nerve-wracking, but I do live in a very kind of accepting household, and I never really felt uncomfortable about coming out. I just felt a little bit nervous because I wasn't, even though I knew everyone was accepting in my house, I just wasn't, I didn't know what to expect. So I was just kind of like tentative, but not extremely. Like, I came out pretty easily. It wasn't that nerve-wracking. So yeah, it was pretty easy for me. I'm very blessed that it was very easy for me. Coming out publicly and coming out like to people who weren't my family, yeah, that was harder. But yeah, family-wise, it was pretty chill. I guess I kind of like covered that. Yeah, like they reacted really well. So yeah, same thing as I just said, really, same question. They're good. There is one question that annoys me, although it's not really a question, it's more of a kind of like statement that people just say at me, and it really, really bugs me. And that is, aren't you just a gay woman? And I'm like, no, mate. No, really, really not. I really like men a heck ton, and I'm not a woman, so no, honey, no. Yeah, that bugs me. Really bugs me. It's just so ignorant. Like, I'm not a violent person. I'm a peacekeeper, but I would hit those people quite sharply with this fan and maybe write them a strongly worded letter. I'm just saying, that's how much it affects me. It's shocking, really. I think my favorite thing about the LGBT plus community is the creativity. I think the creativity with kind of like the way people look and just the sort of general vibe that you get from the community. Like, people are so friendly generally and open, and yeah, I just feel like because it's a community that's been through so much, like, we've had to fight to be respected. We're still fighting to be respected, let's be real here, especially on YouTube. I'll get to that later. I feel like people that fight for their rights, people that have been through a lot of crap, are often really, really, like, down-to-earth, humble, good people, because they know what it's like to be treated like crap, basically. So yeah, like, the creativity and the friendliness of the community is really my favorite thing about it. No, I haven't, and I am very upset, and I feel like I should probably be cast out. I really, really want to. I've just never had the opportunity, and I've also kind of had a lot of dysphoria about going, like, pre-transition, because I thought people might just think I'm a lesbian, so I didn't really want to go. But, like, now I'm passing more, now my voice is breaking, I'm getting a bit of my facial hair, I don't know if you can see it. I can see it, which is the important thing. Like, I really want to go. My friend Dimitri actually said that he is going to, like, take me to the gay bar. So, like, Take you to a gay bar, gay bar, gay bar. I'm thinking of that song now. So it will heckin' happen. It's going to happen. Dimitri, do your thing. Come on. Help this boy. He's in need. Oh gosh, there's so many, and I'm probably going to mention like YouTubers mostly, just because those are the people that have helped me the most. Chase Ross has been a huge influence and help for me, like before I transitioned and like while I'm transitioning. Like he's just been fantastic, and I love his style. I love how sassy he is. He always makes me laugh. Also Steph Sanyati, she's my queen. I adore her. She's trans, and she's just like amazing. I love her so much. She's just a blessing to this universe. So those are probably like the top 2 like trans YouTubers I really look up to. This is not a YouTuber, but Ian McKellen makes my heart so happy. Like he's gay actor. If you don't know who Ian McKellen is, oh my god. But anyway, Ian McKellen's just like one of my favorite actors ever, and he just gives me life. I mean, there's so many gay icons that I adore, but I feel like this video would be feature length if I mention them all, so I'm just going to mention Ian McKellen because he is wonderful. I've had 2 relationships. I met both of my boyfriends online, although I've also had kind of like random romances, like not official things with people, kind of on and off. Before that and since. So yeah, but I am currently single and I'm rather enjoying it, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Oh boy, have I? Yeah, I have. Unfortunately, I faced a heck ton of discrimination, especially early on when I was figuring myself out. I got a job with BBC The Social and made a video called Boy or Girl. That was when I thought I was non-binary. Just educating people about non-binary things and what being non-binary means. And yeah, that video now has like over 33 million views. Me speaking to people has over 33 million views, which is like crazy. And yeah, a lot of people were really angry and hated me and wanted me to die. So that was nice, eh? It's always fun time. Death threats, oh, gotta love them. But yeah, so I have faced discrimination. There's been more discrimination faced when I was out as non-binary than when I was trans. More people are accepting of me being trans, which was weird. But I guess that's just because that's been more in the media. Non-binary people still face so much discrimination though, and it upsets me greatly. And I want that to change very soon. I mean, not that trans people don't face discrimination. If you're queer in any way, you face discrimination, let's be real here. But honestly, like if you're queer and someone's hating against you, what the hell's wrong with those people? That's all I have to say. Like, they like ruining people's day? Okay, great. Have fun with that, guys. God, people are really sad. I feel sorry for them, actually. Ooh, there's quite a few. There is quite a few. My favorite, I probably have to say Wild, which is a kind of like a documentary-ish sort of, not really documentary, what am I talking about? It's like based on real events, story of Oscar Wilde, who was a gay man in a time that it was not accepted. And that is about kind of his life and his loves, and his eventual imprisonment, which is horrendous. Which reminds me, there is a new film coming out, which I'm so excited for, because, right, okay, I need to calm down, okay. Whoo. Rupert Everett, who first of all is like, heck, I forgot to mention Rupert Everett is like one of my favorite gay actors and general amazing guys who I have a huge crush on. Like, I've always had a huge crush on Rupert Everett. Oh boy. Rupert Everett has made a film called The Happy Prince, which first of all is my favorite Oscar Wilde short story, and it is about Oscar Wilde after he comes out of prison, or during that time. I've forgotten. It's basically about Oscar Wilde and what happens in his life. And I think there's flashbacks and things like that, and I'm like so heckin' excited. So yes, Oscar Wilde. I've lost my train of thought. Every time I talk about Oscar Wilde, I really lose my train of thought because he is my, like, wow, I didn't mention Oscar Wilde as one of my huge icons. What is wrong with me? I think it's the heat. I think the heat is getting to my brain. Also, my flag is moving as I do that. You're probably getting wind noise, I realize. I'm sorry. What was the question again? Favorite LGBT movie or show? Yes. Oh, wow, okay. Other than Wild, probably, I do like Call Me By Your Name, which, like, everyone knows. Everyone knows Call Me By Your Name. I haven't seen Love, Simon yet. I do want to see that. And Maurice is a really good film, which my friend introduced me to not that long ago. I watched that. It's about kind of, like, guys in private school who are, like, figuring their sexuality out and stuff like that and experimenting. And it has Hugh Grant in it when he was young. And, like, I need this fan when I'm watching that film, because he is an attractive man. Like, he was very pretty when he was younger. I mean, like, he's still an attractive older gentleman, but, like, he was 100 out of 10. The most ridiculous thing, I think there's a lot of ridiculous things I've heard about the LGBT community. The thing that annoys me the most, and the thing that really confuses me the most, is the whole kind of like, you're going to hell. And I'm just like, right, okay, fine. I'm gonna quote Oscar Wilde here. I don't want to go to heaven. None of my friends are there. If that's the case, if I'm going to hell, we're gonna have a heck ton of a party. Yeah, I think, like, hearing really, like, heavily religious people hate on the LGBT community, that's the most ridiculous thing. I'm just like, you know, preachers that you see on the street that are, like, reading from the Bible and, like, saying homosexuality is a sin, and I just find it, like, almost comical. If it weren't for, like, all the discrimination, like, I would find it quite funny, because it's just really, really silly and ridiculous and stupid. So yeah, that's the most ridiculous thing for me. There's obviously a few I probably don't really want to say. Yeah, there's some that people use for themselves that, like, I would never use for myself, that people are kind of, like, owning, which is cool, like, fair enough, but, like, it's something that makes me feel really uncomfortable. Like, I know that queer was a slur, but we're kind of owning that now, and I use the word queer all the time. But the slurs I really, really don't like that people sometimes use for themselves are tranny and fag. Those two words, I'm just like, no. They make me feel really uncomfortable. I don't like them. Oh, there's another one. People who use the word trap, like, as in someone, like for a trans person, like, saying, you're a trap, you're not really a man, you're a woman pretending to be a man. I'm just like, that one I hate the most. Okay, I've got that off my chest now. I can move on. There is a few things I would like to say. Specifically at YouTube. You may or may not know that YouTube has become a rather toxic place to be queer and to be a queer creator. They are putting anti-LGBT ads on LGBT videos. Now, the fact is, anti-LGBT ads should not be put anywhere, let alone on our content. I am, quite frankly, appalled by this. Of course, it's old news that LGBT videos are being demonetized, and Chase Ross and Ty Turner are worried about their channels being deleted. I know there's others, but I only know about Ty and Chase, because their content is being flagged, and they have been given community strikes on their channel just because they are trans. And I'm mad, and I don't know what's going on, and I'm so disappointed in YouTube. Frankly, how dare you put the pride flag on your logo and do this to us? You know what? I'm proud to be a queer YouTuber, but I'm not proud of YouTube right now. YouTube really, really, really needs to step up their game, okay? Because this can't go on. It just cannot go on. It's completely unacceptable. But more importantly, I want you to know, you're someone in the queer community, or even if you're just an ally, if you're just someone who's watching this video, anyone who's watching this video, no matter how you identify, no matter who you love, you are valid, you are perfect, you are wonderful, you don't need to change for anyone. Don't let anyone change you. Don't let anyone tell you that your existence is a sin, that you aren't worthy of respect, because you are, okay? Queer people have always been so good at fighting for their respect, okay? And we're gonna keep doing that. And I'm coming across as being mad right now because I am. But I'm mad because I'm going to keep fighting for my respect and my voice, because that's how you do it. You fight for it. You don't sit back and accept what's happening to you. So keep fighting. Don't let people get you down. Keep being your amazing, perfect, fabulous self, or else I will just have to tell you again and give you a hug and make you some tea. That's how you do it. With love, not with hate, okay? We move forward with love, not with hate. That's what we need to remember. I think that video went rather well. I think it's much better than my first try. But anyway, for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Keep being yourself, and I will see you very soon.